Well, did you ever hear anything like that, sir?
Never, Mrs. Pierce.
What's the matter?
Well, the matter is, sir, that you can't take a girl up like that, like you're picking up a pebble on the beach.
Why not?
Why not? But you don't know anything about her. What about her parents? She may be married.
Gone!
There, as the girl very properly says, gone. Married indeed. Don't you know that a woman of that class looks a worn-out drudge of 50 a year after she's married?
Don't marry me.
By George, Eliza, the streets will be strewn with the bodies of men shooting themselves for your sake before I've done with you.
Nonsense, sir. You mustn't talk to her like that.
I'm going away. He's off his chump ears. I don't want no balmies teaching me.
Oh, indeed. I'm mad, am I? Very well, Mrs. Pierce. You needn't order the new clothes for her. Throw her out.
No! You got no right to touch me!
Now you see what comes of being saucy this way.
I didn't want no clothes. I wouldn't have taken them. I can buy my own
You're an
clothes.
ungrateful, wicked girl. This is my return for offering to take you out of the gutter and dress you beautifully and make a lady of you.
Stop, Mr. Higgins. I won't allow it. It's you that are wicked. Go home to your parents, girl, and tell them to take better care of you.
I ain't got no parents. They told me I was big enough to earn me own living and turn me out.
What about your mother?
I ain't got no mother. Her that turned me out was me sick stepmother. I done without them. I'm a good girl, I am.
There. What on earth is all this fuss about? The girl doesn't belong to anybody, is no use to anybody but me. You can adopt her, Mrs. Pierce. I'm sure a daughter would be a great amusement to you. Now, don't make any more fuss. Take her downstairs.
But what's to become of her? Is she to be paid anything? Do be sensible, sir.
Pay her whatever is necessary. Put it down in the housekeeping book. What on earth will she want with money? She'll have her food and her clothes. She'll only drink if you give her money.
Oh, you are a brute. It's a lie. Nobody ever saw the sign of liquor on me.
Does it occur to you, Higgins, that the girl has some feelings?
Oh, no, I don't think so. Not any feelings that we need bother about, have you, Eliza?
I've got my feelings same as anyone else.
You see the difficulty.
What difficulty?
To get her to talk grammar, the mere pronunciation is easy enough.
I don't want to talk grammar. I want to talk like a lady.
Oh, will you please keep to the point, Mr. Higgins? I want to know on what terms the girl is to be here. Is she to have any wages? And what's to become of her when you've finished your teaching? You must look ahead a little.
What's to become of her if I leave her in the gutter? Tell me that, Mrs. Pierce.
That's her own business, not yours, Mr. Higgins.
Well, when I've done with her, we can throw her back into the gutter again, and then it will be her own business again, so that's all right.
Oh, you've no feeling art in you. You don't care for nothing but yourself. Here, I've had enough of this. I'm going away. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, you ought.
Have some chocolates, Eliza.
How do I know what might be in them? I've heard the girls being drugged by the like of you.
That's good faith, Eliza. I eat one half. You eat the other. You shall have boxes of them. Barrels of them every day. You shall live on them, eh?
I wouldn't have let it. I'm too ladylike to take it out of my mouth.
Listen, Eliza, I think you said you came in a taxi.
What if I just have as good a right to take a taxi as anyone else?
You have, Eliza. And in future, you shall have as many taxis as you want. You shall go up and down and round the town in a taxi every day. Think of that, Eliza.
It's not right, Mr. Higgins. You're tempting the girl. She should think of her future.
Her age? Nonsense. Time enough to think of the future when you haven't any future to think of. No, Eliza, do as this lady does. Think of other people's futures, but never think of your own. Think of chocolates and taxis and gold and diamonds.
No! I don't want no gold and no diamonds. I'm a good girl, I am.
Shall remain so under the care of Mrs. Pierce. You shall marry an officer in the guards with a beautiful moustache, the son of a marquis, who will disinherit him for marrying you, but relent when he sees your beauty and goodness.
Excuse me, Higgins, but I must interfere. Mrs. Pierce is quite right. If this girl is to put herself in your hands for 6 months for experiments in teaching, she must understand thoroughly what she's doing.
How can she? She's incapable of understanding anything. Besides, do any of us understand what we're doing? If we did, would we ever do it?
Very clever, Higgins, but not sound sense. Miss Doolittle.
No!
There, that's all you'll get out of Eliza. Ow!
No use explaining. As a military man, you ought to know that. Give her her orders, that's what she wants. Eliza, you are to live here for the next 6 months, learning how to speak beautifully, like a lady in a florist's shop. If you are good, and do whatever you're told, you shall sleep in a proper bedroom, and have lots to eat, and money to buy chocolates and take rides in taxis. If you're naughty and idle, you shall sleep in the back kitchen among the black beetles and be walloped by Mrs. Pierce with a broomstick. At the end of 6 months, you shall go in a carriage to Buckingham Palace, beautifully dressed. If the king finds out you're not a lady, you will be taken by the police to the Tower of London, where your head will be cut off as a warning to other presumptuous flower girls. If you are not found out, you shall have a present, 7 and 6pence, to start life with as a lady in a shop. If you refuse this offer, you will be a most ungrateful and wicked girl, and the angels will weep for you.
I think you'd better let me speak to the girl properly in private. I don't know that I can consent to this arrangement or take charge of her at all. Come with me, Eliza.
That's all right, Mrs. Pierce. Bundle her off to the bathroom.
You're a great bully, you are. I won't stay here if I don't like. I won't let nobody wallet me. I never asked to go to Buckingham Palace. I didn't. I was never in trouble with the police. Not me. I'm a good girl. What I say is right. If I know what I was let myself in for, I wouldn't have come here. I'm a good girl, I am. I never offered to say a word to him. And I don't care. I won't be put for it. I'm a feeling same as anyone else.
Excuse the straight question, Higgins. Are you a man of good character where women are concerned?
Have you ever met a man of good character where women are concerned?
Yes, very frequently.
Well, I haven't. I find that the moment I let a woman make friends with me, she becomes jealous, exacting, suspicious, and a damned nuisance. I find that the moment I let myself make friends with a woman, I become selfish and tyrannical. Women upset everything. When you let them into your life, you find that you're driving at one thing and the woman is driving at another.